Hello and welcome back to my series of videos about old calculators. In previous videos I talked about mechanical calculators, so I was thinking I should go back to electronic one, and the first one that will not be featured in this video, but I will talk about that in the next one. But just wanted to show you this one, which is very interesting because look at the size. It's almost like a small handgun or something, and this one is a combination of a small computer and a printer. So the printer is taking a lot of space. That's why it's so big. Anyway, I'll talk about this one later. What I want to talk today about is two calculators which are very interesting because they are kind of a monster for calculators when you look at the number of touch. This is Commodore, and this one is the n60. So N for navigation and 60 because there are 60 buttons here on the top. And the other one is the same brand, Commodore, but this one is the S61. So 61, there's 61 touch button here, and S because this one is scientific. So this one is navigation, this one scientific. Those calculators came out in, I would say, 1976, so just before the 80s. And one way to tell is when you switch the calculator on, you can see that it's a VFD display, vacuum fluorescent display. It's not LEDs anymore, so it's a little bit later than the 75, but earlier than the 80s. When the 80s they went back to the LCD, which is more energy efficient than the VFD. So a few words about those calculators. The first thing is you will notice on the back here there is no battery door, so you cannot change the battery. The batteries are rechargeable, they are inside, and you need a power adapter to charge them. But apart from that, it's a very nice, a little bit big, a little bit too big, I would say, for hand, but it's a very nice calculator where they tried to implement all the scientific function that they had at that time. So you have the regular one like logarithm, sine, exponent, or the power of x. There's a very interesting one also here, which is n exclamation mark, which is, when you say 4, for example, that would be 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and so on. So this one takes a long time if you try to use long, big numbers. And you have also some geometric function here, slope, and so on. And you can see also the other thing is, most of the button here have two functions, and you can access the second one using the F key. So F will give you access to all the one in green, and one of them is Poisson function here, which if you did geometry you'll know about this one. So very nice calculator, kind of big for my hand, but in 1976, I guess, if you had this one, you would be the king of the classroom. I mean, everything is integrated in one calculator. And this one, this is the navigation one. This is for flight navigation. So you could bring that with you on a plane and calculate a bunch of stuff. You can have the speed here, the wind. You can recognize here the VOR, the VOR. This is to calculate your position. And On top of that, you have also a couple of other functions like sines, cosine, because when you fly a plane, you need those, and also a couple of conversion here. Same thing, you have the F key. This one is white, so you have to look here. And you can convert the mile in meter, kilometers, and so on, meter in feet, Fahrenheit in Celsius. So there's a couple of conversion functions that are useful also if you fly a plane. So same thing, no battery door, internal battery that I remove because if you leave the batteries inside, you can corrode all the circuits inside. So anyway, that's the very short introduction to those two calculators that are kind of difficult to get because there's not too many left. And if you can get one, jump on it because they will be rarer and rarer most of the time. So thank you for watching this series, and next time I'll talk about something else. I had to do some little cleanup here, so you can see that the table is a mess. There's so many calculators on it that I have to clean, but I'll take one of them next time, and maybe this one, and talk about it. Thank you, and see you next time.